So infrastructure creation becomes a very important issue in a country like India. But the key question is, are we creating that infrastructure responsibly? Today, you point out about a key infrastructure project where a lot of money has been spent, but actually there is no practical use of that particular project. Could you tell us more about it?
This is a subject which has been, I've been really thinking about for quite some time about public spending. Now, when we talk of public spending, it is ultimately your and my money which is being spent by the government when an infrastructure is to be constructed. Now, a classic case is the Manjhawali Bridge, which was announced in 2014 to be a bridge connecting the Faridabad to the Yamuna Expressway. Now, 14 it was announced. By now, maybe several hundred crore, maybe even 1,000 crore has been spent in making the road on the Faridabad side. The full bridge on the river Yamuna is ready, and the bridge ends up into UP. And the UP side road is not there. The bridge just goes into a field, into the field. So maybe 800, 900 or I don't know, 1,000 or maybe even more money has been spent over a period of 12 years to make the bridge, to make the road on the Haryana side. And without the road being constructed on the UP side, the bridge remains unfunctional. Or just imagine if this kind of money being spent, if somebody had to be made accountable for this money which has been spent in doing this infrastructure work, which is lying incomplete. And if somebody had to pay the interest on this money which is blocked for all these years, then people would realize that ultimately the people's money which has been used to make this infrastructure project is being used properly or not. Today, there is no accountability. I can tell you with certainty that this bridge, whether it will come in the next 1 year or next 2 years or next 3 years also is not known till today, because there is no work on the other side going on even till today. Now, if this is the irresponsible way in which infrastructure is to be created in this country, and where so much of your and my money is spent on making this infrastructure, then you can imagine this is only one example that I have in mind, which I'm aware about. If you were to look at the other pieces of infrastructure being done in the entire country, and if you were to also find out the completion of a project vis-a-vis the timelines originally envisaged when announcing the project, you will realize that maybe thousands and thousands of crores of investment are now stuck by virtue of somebody's delay or somebody's red tapeism or somebody's inaction, because of which the project is not getting completed. Is not somebody to be made responsible for this kind of money being held and stuck for years together without the project being completed? Are we so insensitive to, just have the wait and watch attitude and say, I remember in my village in Sitamarhi, there is a bridge which connects the Sitamarhi city to my village in, Majholia, which is on the Sonbarsa road. That bridge on the railway line also is something which has been hanging fire maybe for the last 15 years. And again, like this Manjhawali Bridge, there is no end in sight by when it will be ready. And the work is just going on a pace as if, it's a snail's pace and nobody is bothered, as if there is some vested interest in delaying the project. Somebody is gaining by this delay. Maybe the contractor is gaining by inflating his bills because of the delay that is happening. Maybe there is some other vested interest because of which, if the movement starts happening, free movement starts happening on this road, somebody's vested interest will get adversely affected. So I don't know, this is something which needs to be addressed as to who is behind this delay and why this delay is there without any accountability at all, and why not some people should lose their jobs for not doing this planning properly and ensuring. Why is not somebody made responsible for not ensuring that the project, if it was supposed to be completed in 3 years, why did it not get completed in 3 years? Why it is hanging fire for 15 years or 12 years? So this is something which is really a very important issue. I have talked in my earlier, one of my videos on the way roads are being made in this country. and the roads are being made to basically feed the contractors, because the road is made and even before the whole of the stretch is ready, it starts getting potholes, and then there are people who start again issuing tenders, and the tenders are again issued for repairing that road. And unlike the most of the West, Indian roads wither away by a normal monsoon. I think the monsoon in the UK is the maximum in the world, and I don't see any roads breaking down immediately when the rains start. But here, every road that is made gets broken down in the monsoon, and again there is a vested lobby to just keep repairing that road year after year, year after year, and the money goes into politicians and contractors and the engineers who are responsible for making this substandard road. They are the ones who benefit out of this. So I think there is something which is really, really wrong in our country as far as infrastructure development is concerned, and something serious needs to be done, because it is very, very disquieting how projects are, started with fanfare of 2-year completion period, hundreds of crore rounds, and the project never sees the light of the day as far as its completion is concerned.